When we started Briarwood Fellows 5 years ago, we set out not to simply create another program, but to gather a community of people who would be committed to developing the next generation of leaders. And that's why we have host families. We believe programs don't develop leaders, but people develop leaders. And so being a host family is crucial to the life and ministry of the Briarwood Fellows.
I so loved being a fellow this past year. I really appreciated my host family, and just something I learned from them that the Lord just showed me throughout this year was just how to give of your time and your space and your resources. Just right when I came in, they welcomed me just as part of their family, whether that was inviting me to dinners or family birthdays or just their kids' sporting events or just doing life on life. They were always just so welcoming. So I hope to apply that in the future when I welcome other people.
We are the Keffers, and we have been hosting Briarwood Fellows for 4 years. And this coming fall, 2016, will be our fifth group of fellows that we've hosted. The first year that we hosted a fellow, we really wanted a girl because we weren't sure what to do with a guy fellow because we have a daughter. And anyway, the girls were taken, so we ended up hosting 2 fellows, and we loved it so much that the next year we hosted another 2 fellows, and we have been doing 2 fellows every year since.
The thing I most enjoy is having discussions with them around the dinner table and afterwards, discussing current events, their views on life, and most importantly, that next big step or that they take in going to 40 years of vocation from this point on, and how to achieve their goals and aspirations. We have enjoyed it immensely and look forward to it each year and highly recommend it.
My year as a fellow was amazing. I truly enjoyed my experience. I loved Birmingham, I loved Briarwood, I loved the people. My peers pushed me and we sharpened each other. My host family was amazing from day one. They never let me feel as if I were a stranger. They loved on me, cared for me, and they inspired me just to be myself and to be great throughout the whole process. One thing that I will forever take and learn that I learned from them was the idea of serving and being generous. I think the Lord has given them a spirit of generosity, and it really impacted me.
This being our first time to be a host family, there was a little bit of apprehension going into it, as you might expect. But my wife and I quickly realized that the fellow was a true blessing to our family just with the interaction that we had. We really enjoyed that and being part of the ministry. And all the time that we were able to spend with the fellow, I think was a blessing for us and hopefully for her as well. And we definitely look forward to doing it again in the future.
Last year I was a fellow at Briarwood Church, and I had the opportunity of living with a host family. There was so much I learned from the host family, but what I learned most was from their generosity. They always went above and beyond to serve me well. What I appreciate most about the Briarwood Fellows program is their focus on Christ. They teach us how to work and teach us to serve in ministry and also teach us to build community, but ultimately it's for Christ. They set our standards high, teaching us that it's eternal and not just temporary. Briarwood Church truly is a fertile soil for those recent college graduates to help them flourish in life.
We were asked by some people who had hosted fellows in the past to consider that, and we prayed about it and decided that that would be something we would like to do. We asked if we could have young men because we had raised 2 daughters and we just wanted to have guys in the house, and that was neat. It was wonderful having them there and getting to know them, getting to know their stories, and seeing their enthusiasm as they were going on their missions trips and working with ministry in Fairfield and their seminary classes, and just seeing their love for the Lord and how their hearts were growing in their desire to continue in ministry. And I believe that they were more of a blessing to us being there than we were a blessing to them hosting them. And if you would consider doing that, I think it would be a great blessing for you.
If you're interested in learning more about being a host family for one of our fellows, we would invite you on July 24th to join us for a luncheon in the fellowship hall immediately after our 10:55 worship service. We'll share more about the details of being a host family, and you can get some information and prayerfully consider if it's something you'd like to be a part of.